Woo-hoo-hoo! And it's the nighttime of the second day of the work week, back to reality day of the 2026. On my end, it's the third day of the work week in 2026. It's already Wednesday, but there, right there from where you are in the western part of the world, you may say, yeah, it's Tuesday, 2026, nighttime. So, good evening, my dear Ali listeners from the other end of the world and from the side of the world. It's Wednesday, noonday. Good afternoon. So, from wherever you may be, east or west, we are all the same. We are all wanting to become better, wanting to do much more in our lives, especially on this 2026. And to help us out on one of the things that would help us out on making things happen is our health, our physical, our mental, our social well being, right? Because how could we ever be able to achieve anything if we're not moving physically, mentally, emotionally? So we are going to address that. Why? Why 2026? Well, we want again to love more, right? Love ourselves more, love our family more, and that is why we want to be able to focus more on our health this 2026. So that is why I'm saying thank you. Thank you so much for deciding to tune in to your dear Ali and spend your precious time with me this session. And I've got my favorite coach on fitness, Miss Sarah G, to help me out and ensure this time will be worth your while. So, Miss Sarah G is saying hello.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Miss Ali. And thank you for welcoming back to the show. I hope that you all had a fantastic holiday. And it's the start of January, and I know there's truly something special about the beginning of the year. To most of us, it feels like a fresh blank page waiting for us to write our adventures and our story. And like Miss Ali said, I hope that everyone listening make a or start making an effort to remember that this is the perfect time to start taking better care of ourselves and focusing on our well-being. So I'm excited for another session for today, Miss Ali. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you as well. Because New Year's resolution, and many don't want to do it anymore, the New Year's resolution thing, because they said, I'm gonna forget it, I'm gonna not keep it. Anyways, okay, but let's still make a new resolve in
Mm-mm.
not just wishful thinking. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I've interviewed a lot of people
Mm-mm.
this turn of the year
Mm-mm.
2026 from 2025, and they were saying, but of course, I am looking forward for 2026 and wanting to be healthy,
Mm-mm.
focus on my health this 2026. And when I asked them how,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
When? What are we going to do? Right? Where will you be able to take place on those whatever plans that
Mm-mm.
you may have? It's not clear, right? So it can
Mm-mm.
be just a wishful thinking,
Mm-mm.
right? It
Mm-mm.
would just be like a dream type of wanting to become healthy, but it's achievable. We've got Miss Sarah G to prove that. And so, Miss Sarah G, may I ask, right?
Mhm.
This has been a 4-year journey for you, right?
Mm,
When you
mm.
have started it. And you started it at 86 kilos and now you're at
Mm.
64
Mm.
kilos or less, or 64 to 66. So that's 20
Mm.
kilos. So, guys, she did several fun runs, several half run, and
Mm.
one full marathon in that 3 year time, three in that 4 year time.
Mm-mm.
So let's go and get to know how she achieved it, right? And let's go and ask, very first and foremost,
Mm-mm.
what did you learn about yourself through this process that you
Mm-mm.
didn't expect, Miss Sarah? Anything?
Um,
Go ahead.
yeah. What I learned about myself through this process that I didn't expect is that I will enjoy doing physical activity. Um because I'm actually a very sweaty person, even if I'm only sitting down, even doing just minor chores or even just walking, I sweat a lot. Probably because of how my body is, because I know a lot of people, despite running for some time, they just sweat a little bit, but for me,
Mm-mm,
I always look like I took a bath, whenever I go out running, and then I actually sweat a lot, and that's maybe one of the reasons why before I hated doing some sort of activity, even not really activity. For example, I was supposed to go somewhere, and of course I wasn't wearing some sportswear, right? Um, and just wearing normal clothes. If I just walk for like 5-10 minutes, I already begin sweating a lot, and sometimes it ruins the vibe of, for example, just going to the mall or just going outside to buy something. I already become sweaty and my clothes are already wet, and probably that's the reason why I didn't expect that I will like physical activity, because when I was a bit younger, I'm kind of more self-conscious. When I reached the age of 30 something, mid 30s to late 30s, I became less self-conscious. Especially right now, I'm in my 40s. I no longer care, I mean, about what people will say, like, even if I become sweaty, even if I'm wearing like normal clothes, not workout
mm-mm,
clothes, even though I'm sweaty, I don't care anymore. I think that's also one of the things that I've learned about myself, and something that I had improved on throughout the process is have more self-confidence. And that is not to say that you will no longer care in general about how you look or how people
mm-mm,
see you or how you present yourself in terms of your attitude and all that, but really, the thought that's running in our heads, like, people are watching me, people are looking at me, it's actually not true. I mean, it's just us thinking about it, and that causes us to
mm-mm,
have or to become self-conscious or
mm-mm,
insecure unnecessarily, right? Also, when I was starting my workouts before, I like I didn't have, enough confidence to really do it on my own. I sometimes ask my husband to accompany me,
mm-mm,
because I was kind of ashamed or shy to be out in public on my own. But that's something that also has improved and that I've learned about myself, that I am confident enough. I think I'm already in the age at an age where I have improved self-confidence, and no longer conscious or too conscious about myself and how I present myself in public. And those are the things that I actually didn't think about at all before.
mm-mm.
And working out really helped me improve, and discover so many things also about myself.
Nice.
Mm-mm.
Wow, I can imagine, right?
Mm-mm.
Um, I know how it may be like going on the mall. It's air
Mm-mm.
conditioned,
Yeah.
and yet the underarm is already right.
Sweaty.
Already, yeah.
Yes.
Um, yeah, I
Yeah.
can understand the how you know
It's
self-conscious it may
embarrassing
be. Yeah.
sometimes. Yes, yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. Especially if you are also a sweaty person like I am. Sometimes it's embarrassing. But again, I've learned that it's normal. Sweating is a normal part of our biology, and not people sweat as much, but everyone sweats, especially if we're doing some kind of activities. And like I said, I discovered that, I can be as confident as I
Mm-hmm.
can. It's just that something I haven't discovered when I was, a little bit younger, because probably, Miss Ali, I know you will agree that confidence, it comes with age, right? Because we know better
Mm-hmm.
right now, right? Than we when we were younger.
Yes.
Yeah.
And nice that
Mm-mm.
um guys, when she was starting, she was
Mm-mm.
shy. She was
Yeah.
ashamed. I mean, she's
Mm-mm.
embarrassed and she wants her husband to accompany her.
Yeah.
But then when the as days progress, as months have
Mm-mm.
passed, she
Mm-mm.
developed that confidence. And even
Yeah.
on the run itself, even on the big marathon, the 42K, she ran by herself, right?
Ah,
She asked her
true.
husband to just, bring her there and then
Mm.
left her there. It's okay. She's already that amazing, confident already. But that doesn't mean that, you know, she didn't need the encouragement because while on
True.
the run, she said her friends called her while they were
Mm-mm.
doing their run on a different area as well.
Yeah. True.
Right? That's amazing. And so overcoming self insecurity is amazing. I've got my sister in law.
Mm-mm.
Guys, if you're sweating a lot, please be grateful. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because my daughter, I've got four kids. So
Mm-mm.
they do have different physical be physical makeup or
Yeah.
constituency or
Uh-huh.
yeah or whatever, even though they
Yeah.
all came from me.
Yeah.
um they do or they one my eldest daughter sweats a
Mm-mm.
lot.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and that brought her insecurity a
Mm-mm.
very bit, very
Mm-mm.
bit.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Maybe because I keep on encouraging her and telling her be grateful because your aunt, my sister-in-law,
Mm-mm.
her aunt from her father's side,
Mm-mm.
doesn't sweat at all, and that
Okay.
she has developed so many illness because she
Mm.
couldn't sweat.
Okay.
We must sweat. We must release toxins by sweating as well, not just by urinating or
Yeah.
Um, number two,
Yeah.
we need to sweat as well, and she have not sweat at all in her life, so that brought her to
Even
the
though,
hospital. Yeah.
Miss Ali, even though while doing, well, not necessarily physical activities, but while doing household chores, she doesn't sweat.
Yes,
Oh,
even walking
okay.
far,
Really? Because
going to.
I was very envious of people who doesn't sweat a lot, because I have a friend. She sometimes
Mhm.
go with me during walks and all. And then and of course I'm a sweaty person. Like around 5-10 minutes, even after just starting, I already, have some sweat on my forehead. And then like in the middle or at the end, like my clothes are wet, literally. It's like as if you pour water on my head, and that's how I sweat. And then, like, even after us walking for about an hour, you can just probably count some pour some, what do you call, a sweat, like a drop of sweat on her
Uh-huh.
forehead, and that's it. I was very envious,
Envious.
because I dreamed of wearing makeup when I was
Uh,
younger. Because when we go out, of course we want to be presentable when we go to the mall, or if we go out on dates, of course we want to wear makeup, right? But I cannot do like foundations, like the full makeup, especially if I'm not going in an air conditioned place, because as soon as I walk out the room, my body start to produce so much
Mm.
sweat, so the makeup on my face, it gets ruined very easily because of how sweaty I am, and I used to get very jealous. But like what you said, it's
Mhm.
something necessary for us, like your sister-in-law, right? So I will no longer be jealous and be more thankful.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like that as well. You know, like I'm wearing makeup right now, but few minutes even before leaving the house, I'm all sweat already, even though it's not really that hot at home, right? So I
Same.
decided not to wear
Mm-mm.
makeup anymore
Me
because I look like a
too.
cake already, you know,
Yeah.
outside
Correct.
the powder or the foundation
If you put
already caked.
mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. It's
Even
the
though it's
same
very
for
minimal,
me.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's why I stop wearing it at all. Or sometimes I'll do it once I'm already at work. Even, yeah,
Oh.
because I sweat a lot as well. But there
Yeah.
was a time in my life, I think, yeah, not always, but when I became a mother,
Mm.
I don't sweat much anymore. And, and it has, also become an alarming for me because I don't sweat much. I've been doing a lot of things, but I don't
Mm-mm.
sweat much. So my sister-in-law says that, yeah, there's some issue now with you because that's not your normal. Um,
Okay.
so that would mean that there's so much cold thing within your body that you need to um, do the in the Philippines it's called pausok, but
Ah,
um,
okay.
uh, I couldn't find the term. There's a
Mm.
medical term, but the thing is, you have to sit on a hot water with some. Um,
Ah,
sometimes they do. Yeah, it's a sauna thing.
like
Yeah,
so okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
understood.
yes. You really have to
Okay.
do the
Like actually
uh
sit in a sauna. So you're like a fish being put in in a smoky area. I don't know.
yeah.
What does that do if you do that? I mean, how does it help with the sweating?
Well, because it's hot, it
Ah,
the yeah, I don't know, I don't know how it is, but yeah, sauna is scientifically important. I mean, have been acknowledged as important for our
yeah.
health as well. That's why there are saunas, right? It was
Yeah,
developed.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I did the sauna thing, uh, both on a real salon or on a real sauna
Mm-mm.
place,
Mm-mm.
right? That they put coals or hot
Yes.
thing, whatever there in that small cubicle, so you could
Mm-mm.
really sweat.
Sweat, yeah.
And moving forward, yeah, from
It
time to time
improved.
I have to. Otherwise, I don't really sweat much at all because,
Mm,
yeah, it's important for us to be able to do it to release the toxins.
in our bodies.
Yeah,
Ah, I see.
yeah,
So I'll be
yeah.
more thankful. Okay. So thank you for that, Miss Ali, because yeah, it doesn't look very very pretty, like before when I step out of the house, I feel like, I have a very cute running outfit today. So
uh,
I usually go for, bright colors, pink, green, blue, and
mm,
not just to feel pretty when I run, but also it's a safety measure because I usually run on open roads, right? And
mm,
there's a lot of traffic, like cars, motorcycles, and
mm.
also I have to be visible. That's why I always
Ah,
choose bright colors. And again, of course, so that I will be cute aesthetically, right? So I go out thinking that I will look cute, but like even at the beginning of the run, I'm sweating too much, and then I look like I took a bath. Sometimes it's a good thing for me if it runs while if it runs while I'm running, because then I will have an excuse why I look so wet because it ran. So
Yeah, it
yeah,
comes with your outfit, right?
I
That they,
know.
if people see you, that is because she's on training, right?
True, true.
Unlike if you're just wearing normal shorts and t-shirt,
Yeah.
they might think, "Hey, what's happening?"
What is she doing? Is she out on an errand and then just decided to run? Yeah. And it's motivating. I mean, that's one of the things that helps me become more motivated in running is when I buy cute outfits online, those cutesy designs and cute colors. And I know for some of us that's also one way to have more motivation
Yeah.
because we are looking forward to the run because I have a new outfit that I can wear. So that's my mindset also. That's also how I help myself to be motivated. That's why I used to have, I still do have a lot of running shorts and running tops. Because I always want to have something new and cute. But I don't buy the expensive ones always,
Mhm.
of course I have some that are more on the cheaper pricing range. That's just for me. I don't know for others if it works, but that's what works for me.
Well, it's important, right? Because you mentioned as well during the training for
Mm-mm.
your full run, for
Mm-mm.
your full marathon. That's also one of the things or the trainers discuss, right?
Yeah,
About
yeah, yeah,
outfit.
true. True,
And we
true.
will, yeah, and we will discuss that. I would just like to say something a bit why it's
Sure.
important as well with me. Like what
Mm-mm.
Miss Sarah said, people might think we're just running an errand if it was just because right now I don't have a real outfit.
Okay.
Even though maybe, yes, I've got jogging pants, I've got shoes, I've got the socks, and I've got the um, shirts that would say I'm on training or something like that, that really look like sporty.
Mm-mm.
But but since in this first week of, just creating my pace, starting it, walking.
Mm-mm.
People think I'm just really on an errand. That's why some friends they stop and say, "Mommy, come on, let's hop in."
Ah, okay. So they thought you're going somewhere.
Yeah,
Hey,
they were
okay.
thinking, "Oh, what's good?" I mean, yeah, right. So,
Yeah.
so
I see.
yeah, and then he said, "Okay, okay, but just only a certain distance." And then I said, "Okay, I have to go now here." So really,
Funny.
I really have to really look like I'm on training moving forward.
That's
I
funny.
Yeah, I mean, because this is, I mean, my own community, right? Our local
Mm-mm,
community.
mm-mm.
So
Yeah, yeah.
many already know me. Many are friends already.
Yeah,
So
true.
if they see me, she's on her, um,
He's working
she's working
out.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True, true, true.
So yeah, let's see how I'm gonna look like, gonna wear a nice outfit, but or meaning the outfit that is for the occasion that I want it to look
True,
like.
true, true.
Okay, so let's discuss that outfit. We on our previous episode we have discussed about the type of feet we have.
Oh,
Let's go
yes.
make a quick run through on that. What was that again? What was the type of feet that we have to check?
Ah,
What?
so aside from knowing what your shoe size is, it's
Mm,
important that we adjust or we get a size bigger than our regular shoe size
mm,
that we buy for those sneakers or those just
mm,
daily shoes. Because our feet expands when we walk or when we run, so it's important that we have some room for it. And then aside from knowing the correct shoe size, we also have to know the type of feet that we have. So we have like the neutral, the regular pronation, over and then under pronation. So that just means how your feet usually lands on the ground. It can be like leaning towards the outer part or the inner part, and that depends again on how your body is made. I mean, it depends on each person, but
Mhm.
it's important that we know that so that we can get the proper fitting, the proper type of shoe, and that will definitely help us feel more comfortable in our runs and avoid getting injured. And it's difficult to know what type of pronation you are, if it's your if you are neutral over or under. So it's best to get it from a store or an expert, like get a gait analysis.
Mhm.
And some stores, shoe stores especially, the sports houses or sports shops, they
Mhm.
have like an analysis and like a tool, or it's a machine that they use. They make the gait analysis for us, and that's very helpful to know what is your what type of feet do you have, and the shoe that you need to get for running.
And for those type of shoes, how much is the how much is the least
Mm.
expensive one? 5K, 6K, 10K?
Actually, cause for myself, I'm
Mhm.
neutral. So
Nice.
yeah, that's why I don't have to be very conscious.
Mhm.
Or I don't have to be very picky when it comes to the type of shoe. But the most affordable one that I got, it's only around less than 2,000 pesos. But I don't,
Nice.
yeah, but I don't usually use it for running. I mostly use it for walking. And then if I use it for running, only for short distances, like 30 minutes
Uh-huh.
and below. Yes. The most expensive one that I got it for free, by the way. I won it. I won it in a contest. It's a prize.
Wow.
Yes, I'm so happy. It's 15,000 pesos, by the way.
Wow.
But I got it for free. So that's the most expensive one that I got. But the most expensive one that I actually bought using my own money is I think it's about 7,000 pesos. So it's also
Mhm.
expensive. Yes. But I make sure that I use it up to its maximum capacity. Because if you look at the bottom, like the sole of the shoe, like the bottom part, you will see that there are like some dent,
Mhm.
and it's put there for a reason, because it
Mhm.
helps to the shoe to like to stick on the ground so that you will not
Mhm.
like
Kid.
slide.
Oh,
Yes, kid,
slide.
correct. Especially if it's raining, or depending on the like the terrain. If you're running on asphalt or like the regular concrete, or maybe
Mhm.
like a track and field type of surface. So it depends. But it's there so that you won't slip, right? Or
Mhm.
slide if it's
Mhm.
slippery. But if you look at the bottom of a shoe that has already been used for, many kilometers, that disappears. It's like, I don't know what the term in English is, but it's gonna look like it's worn out. You will actually see it. You can tell. And the most expensive shoe, the one that I got for free, if I look at the bottom of it, it's already like smooth because I have been using it for more than 2 years already.
Mhm.
But I still use it sometimes because the upper part, the midsole,
Mhm.
like everything else is still okay. I mean, I can still use it, but I'm very careful when I wear it because I don't want to slip and
Mhm.
get injured. But yeah, I make sure that I use it to its full capacity because again, it's not cheap to buy proper running shoes.
Mm. So, speaking of buying and having it new,
Mm-mm.
um, I um, on let's say on the
Mm-mm.
race itself, right?
Yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
We shouldn't wear new shoes
Yes.
for the first time, right?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Because you will have to, as they call it, you have to break it in first.
Yeah.
And know, of course, that because despite I wanted to say Miss Ali because our listeners might be confused or might be
Mhm.
disappointed if, even after knowing your correct shoe size, like
Mhm.
getting a gait analysis, buying the most expensive, most comfortable shoe that
Mhm.
they advertise out there, sometimes you will still encounter that this shoe is not for your feet. It's
Mhm.
like they are not meant for each other despite
Mhm.
being compatible. Sometimes
Mhm.
that does happen. That's why you are correct. You shouldn't wear like a brand new shoes on race day because you have to first break it in, because
Mhm.
even though the shoe is very nice, very comfortable, it takes some time for your feet to get used to it. For example, the most expensive shoe that I had, the 15K,
Mhm.
it took me, I think, 2 months or more to break in because it's new, of course. It's still, even though it's cushiony, the
Mhm.
foam inside are still kind of tough when you first wear it, like a mattress, right? It's not
Mhm.
as cushiony after, or as brand new compared to if you use it for a couple of months already. So it it needs to be broken in, like ano, like, a car or a
Mhm.
motorcycle. It needs break in. And again, despite everything, sometimes you will feel that the shoe isn't for me. My feet doesn't love it. And I had some kind of experience with
Mhm.
those kinds of shoe. Despite I love it because I like the color, I like the
Mhm.
style, but after buying it and then wearing it for some time, because I still give it a chance. Like I wear it, I
Mhm.
use it consistently for say 2 months, and then
Mhm.
but then after like the time that I give it to break it in and still is not like compatible with my feet, then I just use it for walking because money, I still used buying it, so I still have to use it, right? But yeah, that's the reality of buying running shoes.
Mhm. Okay, so that's 2 months of daily usage to break in.
Usually yes. That's for me. I don't know for other people. It can differ,
Mhm.
based on how long you are running or how often you use it. But for me, I give it at least 2 months to know if this is for me or if I'm just gonna use it like as a walking shoe. Yeah.
Nice, nice. How about socks? No,
Ow!
nothing to
Wow, that's
check on that.
very good. No, no, no. Very good. That's good that you brought it up, Miss Ali, because for
Mhm.
some people they actually, and even myself, I'm very guilty of it. I just invest in running shoe, but the socks that I bought before was just,
Mhm.
the cheap ones.
Mhm.
But it's also important that you invest in a good running sock because it needs to be a running sock. It cannot be cotton because cotton absorbs sweat. We have to know to buy ones that are
Mhm.
sweat wicking. Those type of socks that doesn't absorb sweat.
Mhm.
There are specific types, or specific material for running socks. And then
Mhm.
also the socks will help you avoid, what do you call what happened to your skin if they rub consistently, like if you have a
Blisters,
new, yes, because
pins, something like that. Blisters.
blisters, I
Yeah.
think, right? It's
Yeah.
is what it's called. Because I've seen, and it happened to me as well during my marathon.
Mhm.
um I used a running sock. I
Mhm.
invested in one because it's expensive. I mean, the cheapest one I bought was 600 pesos just for one pair.
Oh,
And that's cheap.
600.
That's cheap, Miss Ali.
Wow.
I know some brands that are actually, people said it's very good. But I haven't bought one yet because I don't want to spend, so much money. But maybe I'll purchase one day.
Mhm.
The price range is about 1,500 to 2,000 for a pair of socks. Yes, that's how expensive they can be. Um, I forgot to put band-aids on my toes because it will help, to avoid blisters because they're gonna rub with each other when you're
Mhm.
running. So I got some blisters on my foot. It's a good thing that I noticed it on the early part of the race, because I
Mhm.
I stopped and went to the medic and asked for band-aids to
Mhm.
put on my toes. But I've seen some runners after the race, their toes are bleeding, actually bleeding, because of the
Mhm.
blisters. I'm not sure why they didn't stop to put band-aids, but I think even though they are wearing like a good sports sock, because of the
Mhm.
the friction, that it creates when your
Mm.
feet, when your toes are rubbing against each other, it actually is sometimes something that still happen. It's unavoidable. But a good pair of running socks and shoes, of course, will help avoid those injuries. Because I know that it hurts. It's
Mm.
bleeding. Actually, you will see the toes. It looks like it's been cut. If you get a cut on your finger when you are cooking, that's how blood I saw in some of
Mhm.
the videos. Yes. And that hurts, I know.
Mm. Well,
True.
guys, really have to invest on socks this
Yeah.
time. I thought
But
it was just for the shoes.
no, but there are cheaper ones I saw online. There's a specific brand I saw online. I just forgot the exact brand name, but they sell good running socks. For
Mm.
a pair it only costs, I think, 200 pesos. And it's very good. I mean, it's not cotton, and you can actually see the material is very good when it comes to running. That's a cheaper option for us. It's around 200 pesos only per pair. So that's a cheaper
Mhm.
one. Yeah.
Ah, okay. And that's available on,
Yeah.
regular department store. I
Yes.
can ask
I'm
the
not
sales
I'm not
lady.
sure. I'm not sure if they sell it on the actual stores, because I only buy it online. I only
Ah,
know the online store. I haven't seen them in shopping malls. Yeah.
mm,
Mm-mm. I forgot the name
okay.
of the brand. And also, Miss Ali, sorry, since we are
Mm,
already in the topic of
the,
outfits or
mm,
gears, yes.
mm,
One also thing that I know most people, especially the new ones that are
mm,
just getting into running. One of also the things that may happen, especially on long runs,
mm.
is chafing. When your thighs rub against each other, that happens when we run,
Yeah.
right? And it's not only that it causes our thighs to darken, it's
Mm,
also is painful. like
mm,
like as painful as getting sunburned. That's how painful it is. That's why I've learned, since I have big thighs, I never wear
mm,
cute shorts. It should
mm,
be like the biker shorts, the
mm,
shorts that are up until probably the middle of my thighs,
mm,
because yeah, they rub against each other. And they are some balms out there
mm.
that you can use to put on your thighs, so that when they rub, they don't get some friction, right? It's like I think it's called anti-friction balm or stick. It's the consistency is like the
Is
petroleum
that a
jelly,
gel? Yeah, the gel
like
that
like
they
a
were
petroleum
saying.
jelly. Yes, that's the consistency. But even though I'm using some kind of that when I run, especially if I wear a shorter short, my thighs still rub against each other. So I try to avoid wearing those kinds of short that are not like tight on my thighs, because I don't want to get friction here in my thighs. And it also happens on the inside of the arm, like below your armpits. It also
Mhm,
happens because there are certain types of sports bras, or like tank tops, that
mm,
the seams on the outside are kind of protruded. So if you run, and then sometimes you don't notice that they rub against each other. And I always get that, especially if I bought a new tank top or a new
mm,
running top.
mm,
And it's painful, actually. I only notice it after the run itself, because it's very red. and
Mm.
when I touch it, it's very painful. It's like I had
Oh,
sunburned.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yes,
True.
yes.
So anti-chafing or anti-friction balms
Uh,
are kind of expensive. You know, the small ones. I think this is only 10 ml because I recently just buy one. Because sometimes I want to wear cute shorts, you know, the short shorts, but not all the time because again my thighs are kind of big. So this is only I think 10 ml or 10 grams, and it's 100 pesos. So
uh,
it's expensive. So my alternative is petroleum jelly. That also works.
yeah.
But they come in a big tub, right? You know, the normal ones that are
Mm.
being sold in the department store or drugstores, and it's difficult to bring them when you run. So that's why I just avoid those kinds of shorts. So those are the things that, you know, you will discover when you get into running, but don't be surprised if it happens. And like I said in our earlier episodes, Miss Ali, it's best to do your research, to read, and so that you will not get surprised or scared of what might happen, and you will be prepared, right?
Yeah. Um,
True.
yeah, that's why they said prepare. One of the things that we need to prepare, that gel. So that gel is that um, anti-chafing
Yes.
balm.
Yeah,
Or
true.
if you cannot afford it, it's not available.
Mm-hmm.
Petroleum jelly.
Petroleum jelly, true. It also
Um,
works.
okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. Um, uh, would a baby powder work, you think?
No, no, I don't think so because the friction, I
Mm.
think, it causes our skin to be dry, right? Because it rub against each other, right? So I think powder will do more harm. Well, if not, I'm not sure if it gonna help. But I haven't tried it, so please don't quote me on this. I haven't tried it. Because based on the people that I watch online and the articles that I've read, most of them they use some type of gel or
Mm-mm.
like a cream or a balm so that it will glide easily if they rub against each other. I think that's the idea. Yeah.
Yes, we really have to search what gel we will have. OMG. Hey, whoa, we really need to prepare. There's so many things. And guys, the reason we're doing this is because we want to continue. We don't want to start and then, ouch, no more. Not for
True.
me.
True,
Or,
true.
or keep on continuing doing it and bear the pain and the agony when it can be prevented by knowing these things. Okay. Wow. Ah. Wow. Socks, the gel or the balm, and the shoes,
Mhm.
the correct shoe. So wow. And breaking in that shoe. And wow. Just wow, wow, wow. And of course, anything about the outfits that we need to also know. Any other things, especially for
Ah,
women, because our bra, right?
oh,
Yeah,
yes.
our brasier or an undergarment.
True. True,
Mm,
true. I've seen a lot. Well, not a lot. I some people, because in the area that I run in here in
mm,
our place, it's a very small parking lot, but there are a few females that also
mm,
walk or run. When I do so, I often see them. And some of them aren't wearing the proper bra to
mm,
support. I mean, it doesn't have to be expensive, it doesn't have to be cute. You
mm,
just have to find the right type for your body type, because again we have different body types. Some of us are gifted more than the others, right?
mm, mm,
And the important thing to know is to find the correct support for the activity that you're doing, because running is high intensity,
mm,
and it needs a high support bra, especially for the gifted girlies,
Mm.
because of course it's gonna hurt if it bounces up
Mm.
and down for a long time. And I've seen some females out
Mm.
there. I think they're just wearing the normal bra.
Mm.
And I know I don't it I actually don't mind
Mm.
if it's what they wanted to wear during the activity. But my concern is actually the possibility that it's gonna hurt if they go
Mm.
longer. So if you decide to really do it seriously, or if you commit to doing it like regularly, then at least
Mm.
invest in just actually one or two bras, because you can just wash it after using it, and then
Mm.
have another one for tomorrow. So at least two pairs of sports bra, right? And
Mm.
there's a lot of cheap brands out there that has
Mm.
very good quality. In the mall you can find, cheap bras, I think for probably 400, 500 pesos, because it's kind of still on the expensive side, especially if for the gifted girlies out there,
Mm.
because if you buy the cheaper ones, it doesn't give as much support as you need. So sometimes really have to invest. And they last for a long time, especially you just hand wash, and we don't machine wash our bras anyway, right? So we just
Mm.
hand wash them so that they can last longer. So, invest in good sports bra, at least two of them, or one for starters. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. So I really have to ask the sales lady again for her help on this. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not gifted, but my third child is.
Mm-mm.
So what I see her
Oh.
do, because she's
Mm-mm.
also um have
Mm-mm.
joined some fun
Some
runs.
fun runs.
Yes, but
Wow.
that is because of the school
Mm-mm.
event, or
Mm-mm.
um, the Department of Education's event, or the
Okay.
Red Cross event, that
Yeah.
she it's a must for her to join, like
Okay,
the
okay.
what
Like it's
was
it's a requirement for
it,
them to join
oh,
that.
well, not a requirement, but because
Mm-mm.
she's a part of the group, like
Ah.
they don't call it Girl Scouts anymore. It's
Oh,
Yeah, it's just Boy Scout, even if you're a woman,
a
or
girl. Ah,
yeah,
really?
yeah,
Oh,
it's
I
Boy
didn't know
Scouts.
that.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that now, but yeah, it's Scouts. They call it
Okay.
Scouts.
Okay, okay.
And then Boy Scouts. No more girl or boy, just Scouts. Yeah, they don't, because I don't know, maybe times have changed, that there's no more distinction, that there should be no distinction anymore, from girls
True.
and boys, especially those who have decided, I cannot this I mean who have decided that they're in between, right?
Yeah, true,
So
true.
that's why they call them Scouts. No more boy,
Oh,
no more girl. Yeah.
okay.
So the uniform is just the same. That the pants of with the
Mm.
uniform for the boys are the same with the girls. Yeah.
Ah,
No more,
okay. Wow,
yeah.
good to
It's this
know.
it's different now. So that would be, so what she does is that she since she's gifted,
Mm-mm.
what she does is that she um put the gauze, the bandage that
Ah, yeah,
um
yeah.
the bandage that
Okay.
my bandage, that was actually my bandage, my support
Mm-mm.
bandage for
Mm-mm.
my
Mm-mm.
sprints, or your
Mm-mm.
muscle strains, or my sprains, for my leg
True.
sprains. That's what I.
Okay.
But you use it for her,
So
for her
she
chest.
use it as a supporter. That's a good
Yeah.
idea. Wow, I didn't thought of that. Well, me too.
Mm-mm.
I'm not gifted. I think I'm just in the middle range. But
Mm-mm.
Miss Ali, I also that's when I realized that even in my size, um I couldn't um buy or use those on the cheaper priced
Mm-mm.
sports bra, because it does not give the right support that I wanted.
Mm-mm.
Because again, it's gonna hurt if you do it for a long time. But most especially for the gifted girlies, it's difficult really to find a cheap
Mm-mm.
sports bra that gives support for their needs. But it's a good idea to to really invest if you are getting serious, in running or doing some sort of physical activity. Correct.
Yeah. Now I understand why she's very particular with the sports bra. Because I said, I
Yes.
thought you want a sports bra. You asked me to buy you a sports bra. Yeah, mother, but not that kind of sports
Yeah.
bra. Now I
True.
understand why. Okay. So, yeah, I will as well go and ask for her help on buying because she's ahead of me when it comes to this. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Good, good. So, are we done on the outfit? Is there anything that we need to know,
Ah.
especially for women?
Well, I think bra is the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
And in general, of what I wanted to say is just, but if that's the only thing that you have, then no problem. I mean, it doesn't have to be flashy and all. You don't
Mm-hmm.
have to have all the gears in order for you to start. But what we're talking about, Miss Ali, is that if you wanted to get serious and you
Mm-hmm.
wanted to feel as comfortable as you can, right, while doing the
Mm-hmm.
activities, then it's good to invest in some outfits. Um, I would say that avoid wearing in general for your top running shirt or running tank top
Mm-hmm.
or a sleeveless, even for guys, avoid wearing cotton because cotton it absorbs sweat, and it's not gonna be good for your body if you
Mm-hmm.
are wearing cotton as a top. I
Now
think
I
because
understand.
your body will be soaked in sweat, and it will be like on your body as for as long as you are doing the
Mm-hmm.
activity, right? So it's not good for the skin and for your body. That's why the recommended are those sweat wicking
Mm-hmm.
types of fabric, so that the sweat will not be absorbed by the cloth and the skin, and also at the same time it dries quickly. So even if you just like expose it in a cold air, even hot air for short time, it dries
Mm-hmm.
quickly and it doesn't stay on your body. You don't stay wet for a long time if you wear like the dry fit or sweat wicking types of cloth, and avoid cotton as much as possible.
Thank you, thank you. Because I like
Yeah.
cotton, and that's what I was thinking of wearing. But my kids, since they're into this
Mm-mm.
already before me, they got those T-shirts that are tweaking fabrics that you were saying, and
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
like them because I thought they were hot. It would make me
Mm-mm.
hot, but now
Mm-mm.
I'm wearing one. Well, it's
Mm-mm.
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool on the body.
But
Yeah.
but cotton, of course, cotton is more comfortable, especially
Mm-mm.
at home. But for activities, it's not
I
as
see.
good. Yeah, because they absorb sweat. At home, it's good. Some of the fabrics, I think they call it dry fit
Mm-mm.
fabrics.
Mm-mm.
Some of them doesn't have a good quality. That's why I agree with you that some of them, when you wear it, it doesn't feel as comfortable. But if you
Yeah.
find a brand or a type of dry fit uh like
Mm-hmm.
shirt or
Mm-hmm.
tank top that's very comfortable, they usually are on the pricier side, those very good qualities. Like I have a couple that are very good quality, and when I wear it, it's actually like you're not wearing any top. It's like you're just
Wow.
wearing your bra because it's breathable. The air actually passes through it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very surprising because if you hang it outside, it usually
Mm-hmm.
just takes like 30 minutes to 1 hour to dry. It's very quick drying. That's why they're very nice. So I take care of them a lot, and I only hand wash those
Yes,
those
of
those
course.
tops because it's
Yes.
expensive. I mean,
Mm-mm.
on sale I have two of them. I just forgot the others, but I have very good others as well. They price at around 900 to 1,000 pesos each.
OMG.
Yeah, but they're very good, Miss Ali. I mean, for me that runs long distances,
Mm,
I prefer to have those because I'd rather have like a couple good quality
mm,
ones than, many but not so good quality tops, right?
yeah,
So I invest in at least like 3 or 4. I think I have 3 or 4 pieces of those good quality tank tops. But yeah, they're
nice.
very good for me. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Um, so we got the dry fit
Mm.
or sweat tweaking fabrics for our shirts or tank tops,
Yes.
and the brasier, the undergarments for women,
Mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
we've got our socks and our
Yes.
shoes,
True.
and
Right.
then we've got our anti-chafing balm or
Ah,
gel or
yeah.
petroleum jelly if you cannot afford any of those or find
True.
any. So we got yeah, we have to make sure that we need to find the correct support on
Mm.
sports bra or sports brasier, and um another gear that we need to prepare, very important for me, is my headphone and my cell phone.
True.
So I have
True.
to find straps. I saw women running with, cell phone straps on their arms.
Ah.
Do you do that? Or how do you have your cell
Oh,
phone?
how do I bring my phone?
Yeah.
I usually choose shorts that has pockets.
Oh.
That's one way. Those cycling shorts, usually they have pocket either at the back or on the side, on both sides. So
Oh.
I usually wear that. I don't put like the strap on my arm because I have kind of thick arms, and sometimes they rub on the inside of my, like on my side here.
Oh.
What I do, Miss Ali, is I buy a running belt.
Ah.
They are cheap. I think there are brands
Mm-mm.
online that sells them for 200 pesos, but I
Mm-mm.
bought one from one famous sports store.
Mm-mm.
It's only 300 pesos to 400, and the
Mm-mm.
quality was very good. Because it goes tight, and then when you run it doesn't bounce on your
Mm.
back. And then mostly those are the ones that I use. I bought like a vest, like a running vest. It looks like an actual vest, like a backpack that you put on your back. But I don't use it too much because my back sweats a lot, and I think it doesn't really cool down my back if I wear the vest. So I use the running belt. And then my pockets, of course. That's how I bring my phone, and sometimes my wallet if I decide to go
Mm.
somewhere after. But the belt is my favorite ones to use to bring
Yeah,
my phone.
because yeah, it doesn't bounce as you
It doesn't
run.
bound. Yes, yeah, it
That's
doesn't.
nice.
Just make sure that you buy a good one, that because sometimes the garter on the belt itself, it's
Mm-mm.
kind of soft or loose, and then if you use it for a couple of times, and it, as
Mm-mm.
garter, if you like pull it too much, and then after you use it, like it's already like bacony. Like
Mm.
it's loose already. So
Mm.
there are some brands out there that are very good. So you just have to just read the comments of the people that have used it already, so that you can find a good one that you can use. Yeah.
Um, can you share that favorite item? I mean, tell us
Oh, the
so
the
it would
store itself.
ah or the
I'm
type. Uh-huh.
because it's a sports store. I know there's one in Antipolo, a
Ah.
big one. It's a sports store, and if you go there, especially for me, it's my favorite place. Some people's favorite, or some women, their favorite store is like the makeup aisle. But for me, it's like
Mm-hmm.
that for me. There's a lot of cute outfits. Like they actually go cheap, so it's one of the most, I think it's not really that famous here in the Philippines, but for sports, people who love sports,
Enthusiast.
it's familiar. Yeah, there's one I think in Rizal. I don't know if in Antipolo. They have a big store there, and I'm envious because it's far from my place. I cannot go there easily. I'll
But
share with you the brand later, Miss Ali.
oh, you can
So
mention it.
oh, I can?
Oh, yeah.
It's Decathlon. You know Decathlon, I'm
Ah,
sure.
yeah. Yes, I
Yes.
know. And
There's a
yes,
big one.
and guys, yeah, the big one is in Pasig or Tigas, right?
No, no, there's
There's
another
not
one.
in
Yes,
in
yeah,
Tiendesitas.
the big one is in Tendesitas. But
Yeah.
my friend, he told me that
Uh,
there's a big branch being open in Rizal. I'm not sure if it's in
wow.
Angono or in
Oh,
Antipolo, but it's in Rizal and it's very big.
oh.
I think it's bigger than the one in
In Tiendesitas.
Tendesitas. Yes.
Ah. And the good
Yeah.
thing about Decathlon, guys, is because, yeah, it's, oh, they have it in Marikina.
Oh, see? It's near to your place. I'm envious because I
Oh,
also wanna go there and they have good sales.
oh, yeah, the good sale, yeah. But
Right?
the nearer to me, actually, since I'm on the other side of the mountain, is the Pasig one, the Tiendesitas one.
Oh,
Mm-mm. Then the Marikina one.
I love to
Yeah.
go there. You know, if people, if most females love shopping in the makeup aisle of department store, that's like my favorite dream store. I always go there if I can, if I have money, of course.
Yes. Yes, because they really do announce huge sales.
True.
And before, when I used to work in Green Hills, or
Mm-mm.
towards Rizal, towards
Mm-mm.
Antipolo, I passed the Decathlon in Tiendesitas, and they
Mm-mm.
really do. Sometimes they have no sale, of course, but there are those times that they would announce, for these dates, we're going to have a huge sale, so they announce it in advance. And how I wish, right, that I could be always on the lookout like that every day I pass them by. But anyways, the good thing is that they're online anyway, so we could
Yes.
go and be able to
Still
yeah,
buy
yeah,
online. True.
yeah,
Love
to be
it.
on the
Love it.
lookout, um
Mm-mm.
to be on the lookout
Like
on
they
how
have
much, yeah,
the promotions, right? They
yeah,
have
yeah,
big discounts always, and
yeah.
I always go there. Love it. I'm envious. You are near that place.
uh well, oh yeah, I would agree, because yeah, because they're saying that because many groups or
Mm-mm.
events in Antipolo already for running,
Yeah.
and that's why they have decided to have the decathlon here in Antipolo, because there's so many enthusiasts. Yeah, and yeah, it has become a what you call it, a tourist attraction already. um, because the decathlon, like what you were saying, here in Antipolo, they have a free outdoor playground. They said, "Wow,
Yeah. They
so
have
it's
like
really huge."
basketball. They have
Yeah.
like a basketball ring outside,
Mm-mm.
and
Mm-mm.
when I go there, I see kids. They even let kids use the
Mm.
bike or play around with
Mm.
the things that they sell. So it's a happy place.
Yeah, it's a happy place.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a happy place. They said, and that, but I haven't gone there. But yes, you're correct. They have they could help you with your bikes, if you wanted, because um, because as I mentioned, it has become a tourist attraction, a go-to for the bikers, right? Because
True.
of the scenery, and because of the hiking thing, trekking thing. That's why they do help those cyclists if they
Mm-mm.
need their bikes to get repaired or whatever. They do. They said help. So it was really like what you said,
A
a
happy
a happy
place.
place. Yeah. So yeah, come in to follow people.
True.
But for now, guys, we have to go. Okay, really do appreciate you staying and tuning into your dear Ali with Sarah G. But we will be back, right, Miss Sarah G?
Yes.
There's
Of
still more.
course. Of
more on
course,
our
we'll be
fitness
back.
journey. And hopefully, OMG, I could still continue and find time so that I could also share my own fitness
Yes,
journey with you
please.
guys. And this is your dear Ali with Sarah G
See you
saying,
guys.
yeah, love, love, love. Bye for now. See you in the next
Bye.
episode.